Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC, and these two teams have met once already, so they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies, and maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Dolphins going up against the Bills. With that, let's get you up to a snowy Orchard Park. Enjoy the flag getting out of there tonight. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit and Colton Schmidt. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll come out in the pistol. A run for the 4-time 1,000-yard man, Arian Foster. Cuts it out to the sideline. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
Foster on second down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now on 4th down, on trots the Dolphins field goal unit and Andrew Franks. And Franks' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive. Three and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Come on, let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you used. Electric indeed. Dynamic, and this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Here's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Okay, time now to meet the starters defensively for the Miami Dolphins.
And let's start with Xavier Howard, a cornerback out of Baylor. He's one of the top 50 players on my board coming out of the draft in 2016, and I don't think he's going to disappoint. Long, lean, has excellent ball skills.
Now Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Taylor on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Come on, let's go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw again is Taylor. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. This from 44 yards away. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive will start with Arian Foster. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Foster alone in the backfield. On first down, Tannehill going deep here for Landry. And this one is incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
A first down carry for Foster. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. from the shotgun. It's Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 14 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On second down, Taylor, and Anderson's got it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marlon Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Steps away to his left. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now you understand why part of Tyrod Taylor's nickname is mobile. He led the AFC quarterbacks in rushing in 2015, and anyone who thought that he couldn't beat him with his legs, they found out differently.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. This is caught, Watkins. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To throw is Tannehill. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Here's Taylor. He hits Greg, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Taylor. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Tannehill on third down. Finding time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 4th and 3. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Let's go!
On second down, Taylor looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So 1 yard to go here on third down.
Black round! Black round! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Yeah, only needed a yard, instead went backwards. He's going to field this at the 4. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Foster alone in the backfield. On 1st and 10, Tannehill toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
10 yards still left on second down. Here's Tannehill. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Foster. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, here's Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Arian Foster out of the backfield. And it's third down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
Going for the deep ball, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Watkins alone on the left side. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's got time. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bill, Kiko Alonso. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And over the middle, this is Parker. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
On second and 10, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch number 29.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Let's go. 1, 9,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Watkins alone on the left side.
Here we go.
Again, now it's Taylor on second and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Taylor. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 78 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Here we go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
Just think about all the pass rushing.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Oh, what a move. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly paid, but now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. It's the rookie from Ohio State, Adolphus Washington. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, y'all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They run. It's Foster. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. So a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down. Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerry Hughes with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That one goes for 36 yards.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Left side here, caught by Clay. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. To throw again is Taylor. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jelani Jenkins able to drop him for a loss of 4. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chris Gregg, his tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills' field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. They come up in an offset eye. They keep it in the hands of Foster. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
This is Foster, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. Here's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come up in an offset eye. This is Foster. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Oh, the Pro Bowler Landry couldn't hang on. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I mean, the conditions out there, they're not easy on anybody. That's fair to say. Kickers, they're certainly not exempt.
No, not at all. And he's had a rough go of it, Brandon. That's his 2nd miss so far. And he's saying, why can't we be in San Diego right now?
He's saying Cancun right now. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped.
He's averaging just under 50 yards. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Tannehill. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the run, it's Foster. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The rookie from Clemson, Shaq Lawson, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And this one's high, but not very far. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins. 3rd down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
He'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with...